In today's video, I'm going to share a what to eat in a week menopause diet. And I've done one of these videos before, which was what I ate in a week to lose weight. And in all honesty, this video may not be the best example of what a healthy menopause diet looks like. Because you'll see that I did eat a lot of foods that we should avoid in menopause. But for me, this is also a good example that our menopause diet doesn't have to be strict all the time, that we can still eat some foods and just eat foods for the sake of enjoying food and not have to think about being really strict when it comes to our menopause diet.
Every morning I have a brewed coffee made with soy milk. I've never liked cow's milk, and I was so happy when I discovered soy milk many years ago. Most mornings I also drink another coffee, which is made with instant coffee. And as you can see, I only have half a cup. And in all honesty, I don't even know why I do this, because I don't drink all of the second cup either. I think I just like a bit more for the warmth, and once I've satisfied the taste in my mouth, I really don't need to finish the coffee. On the days that I do go for a walk, I don't usually have anything to eat, as it makes walking or running harder. But I'm feeling hungry today, so I thought I'd keep my energy up with a little bit of peanut butter. This is today's source of protein for lunch. Because they take such a long time and after my walk I was really hungry, so I decided to have some cheese and crackers while the chicken cooked. This is the prime example of why you need to think about what foods you're going to have for the week. Because when you're hungry, your body is designed to get the food that will give you the fastest source of energy. And that's why we tend to go for convenience foods. But don't judge me, because this has been in the cupboards for about 6 to 8 weeks, and today is the day that I'm going to have it with the chicken.
I just finished my lunch, and to be honest, it wasn't that great. The chicken tasted okay, it was quite spicy, which was nice. But the noodles in the pot really wasn't that great. It was bland, and I did have to tweak it a little bit. I added a little bit of soy sauce just to give it a bit more flavour. I also added some of the juices that came off the chicken while it was cooking. It made it taste acceptable at best. I guess that just goes to show the effects of lack of sleep and probably not eating enough yesterday, but I did wake up hungry and all I could think of was food, and it did make me crave to have that noodle in a pot.
For dinner I had fish fingers in pita bread with shop bought coleslaw and a large salad on the side.
Good morning, happy Tuesday, and it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning, and as you can see I've got my first coffee for the morning, and I thought I'd do these little vlogs just to let you into my life a little bit. My first coffee is always with filter coffee because it just tastes so much nicer, doesn't it? And to give the coffee a chocolate taste, I always use cacao powder as opposed to those ready-made hot chocolate mixes that you get in the shop, and they tend to have a lot of sugar. Even the milk that I use now is sugar-free, because when my hot flushes started I cut out a majority of the sugar that was in my diet, and that included the sugar-free soy milk. So in my coffee I have the filtered coffee, a bit of soy milk, half a teaspoon of cacao powder and collagen powder. So I started using the collagen powder way back in 2020, I think it was. And to be honest, I only used it for about 2 or 3 months. But what I noticed was the condition of my hair really improved. I had less hair loss, and to be honest, I don't have that much hair loss now. But the reason I've started it again, and I think I'm on my second week of using this tub, is because, like everyone else, I do get concerned about wrinkles, and I've noticed that when I smile I have these wrinkle lines on my face, and I thought, I'm not really ready for those types of wrinkles. I'll put a link in the description down below where to get this collagen powder. It is about £24.99, £24.99, and the reason I like this one is because, as you can see, don't know if you can, it has several types. It's got type 1, 2, 3, 5 and 10 types of collagens in this, and it is unflavoured. I don't taste it in my coffee, to be honest. I think it makes my coffee richer. I don't taste any smells because I know it's got marine collagen, which is fish basically, in it, and maybe my smelling senses have gone, but for me I can't smell anything, and if it's going to help delay those aging wrinkles like we're all concerned about, I'm going to take it. And this is my first full glass of water for the day. So this is what I'm going to have today: a cost lettuce, about a quarter of a cucumber, 3 little cherry tomatoes, and the leftover chicken from yesterday. I did get hungry between lunch and dinner, and I was going to have a biscuit with a cup of tea. Then I realised that we had these in the fridge, so I didn't have the biscuit. Instead I ate half of the chicken, which was better than having something with high carbohydrates.
After preparing all the ingredients, I drizzled it with olive oil, seasoned with salt and pepper, and this is my lunch for Tuesday. To snack on, I had a biscuit with peppermint tea. For dinner, I made homemade cauliflower cheese to go with some pan-fried gammon, which was really nice because we haven't had gammon for a long time. So this is Tuesday evening's dinner.
Good morning, happy Wednesday. It's around 8:45 or 8:30, 8:45 I think. I actually woke up really early. I woke up around 6 o'clock and I'd been up since 6:30, and that may sound a bit early, but in all honesty, after my weights exercise yesterday, I had a really good sleep compared to how it would be on most nights, and compared to normal where I'd still be pretty mentally alert. I think I went to sleep pretty quickly, and I felt myself toss and turn a little bit in the night, but on the whole it was quite a refreshing sleep, and according to my Fitbit I had quite a long deep sleep, so which is good, which I think is why I feel so much more awake and alert. And this morning I am having a slice of multi-seeded toast with some butter on it and peanut butter, which probably isn't the healthiest choice again, my coffee, and I've got my first full glass of water ready to go as well. That may not be an example of the best breakfast. For me, that's better than a bowl of cereal because there's seeds in the bread, and that's good for supporting bowel movements, that's good for supporting the balance of gut bacteria. There's also, in the butter, you've got a source of healthy fats, you've got a source of vitamin K2, which is good for keeping your bones strong. You've got the protein in the peanut butter as well as the fibre. Those two things will help to keep you feel full for longer and hopefully keep you going up until lunchtime. Well, for me, it will keep me going up until lunchtime.
For lunch, I made a simple bean salad made with a can of cannellini beans, chopped tomatoes and chopped onions. And I had this with a portion of pan-fried salmon. I also made some miso soup to go with my lunch. For dinner, I roasted 4 portions of chicken thighs, which I had with a bit of rice and some Chinese vegetables. After my usual morning cups of coffee, I went out for a fasted walk, and because I'm on my own for the next few days, I decided to go for a longer walk and just to look around in town, just to break the monotony of being at home in front of the computer every day. For today's lunch, I had the leftover bean salad as well as the second portion from the pack, and for variety I also had some salad.
So I've been sat in front of the computer for a little while now and I'm feeling a bit cold, so I'm having a cup of tea, and this is actually red bush tea, because if I have anything caffeinated after 12 o'clock I won't have a good sleep tonight. And I did do a detour to M&S to get some treats for myself, but they didn't have the lemon tart that I wanted. I know it's naughty, so I thought I'd get these instead, but I tried them and sadly they're a bit too strong and not as nice as I thought they would be. So to go with my cup of tea, I'm going to have a biscuit instead.
For tonight's dinner, I made a Filipino recipe made with more chicken, lentils, and I had this on a bed of rice. As usual, I'm having my morning coffee, and what I haven't mentioned before is that while my coffee is brewing, I have a glass of warm water. And I've been doing this for many years now, and the whole point of that is that it helps to rehydrate my digestive system as well as get it going for the day and flush out anything else left over from the night before. Another thing that I bought from my detour to the shops yesterday was a croissant. And because of the extra long walk that I did yesterday, I'm feeling extra hungry. So I've made scrambled eggs to go with the croissant for my breakfast. For lunch, I just had some of last night's leftovers. And because I get really drowsy in the afternoon if I have a large amount of carbs for lunch, I just had the rice and the lentils. And I did have another snack of peppermint tea and a biscuit. And because it's Friday, I probably even had 2 biscuits. Meals at the weekends tend to be a bit more relaxed, and today we're having shop-bought fish and chips and the leftover roast chicken from the other night. And we would also have had a couple of glasses of wine for the evening.
So I hope you enjoyed watching that. And if you want to see the essential foods in my menopause diet that I use to help reduce my menopause symptoms, go and watch this video.